In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the show with this headline: World War III scenario turned into a peaceful ceasefire. An historic moment for the humanity came just in at the 11th hour. Yes, indeed, quite literally, both in timing and in context. From Islamabad, Pakistan, a voice emerged, one that resonated like a calm and reassuring melody in a world that is filled with noise and conflict. The world not only witnessed but was deeply impressed by Pakistan's courageous and wise step that was not just taken for the sake of Middle East or the Asian region, but also to help and prevent a potential global energy crisis, while creating a face-saving opportunity for key global actors, including the United States. This was a significant move, a collective effort and determined struggle by Pakistan's government and its institutions, which has now laid down a roadmap towards a future peace, which I would rather call it for mother of all
Peace
peaces.
deals.
Yes, it is not an easy task. There are already voices calling it a fragile ceasefire, but such skepticism is expected. Pessimistic and disruptive elements will always exist, and rhetoric is often part of geopolitical pressure tactics. Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. Today we are witnessing a moment in history where diplomacy has once again proven stronger than destruction. And the center of this effort stands Pakistan. At a time when tension between the United States and Iran escalated into a dangerous military conflict, the world stood on the edge of a wider regional war. Lives were lost, economies were shaken, and global peace seemed increasingly fragile. But in the midst of this crisis, Pakistan stepped forward not as a bystander, but as a peacemaker by taking this initiative. And the reason is that Pakistan itself inversely has changed its image. Yes, Pakistan has been through a difficult time dealing with all aspects of regional issues, domestically as well as internationally. Likewise, Iran, to follow the step-by-step rules and regulations according to Islam, that never to start a war first. But if the aggressors only understand the language of violence, then it is our duty to settle the goal. In the most recent war, where Pakistan taught the lesson to India how to rapidly set world record about winning a war with pride. And now, when it comes to make a peace deal, Pakistan, alongside with Turkey, Egypt, and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, started framework to a peace deal once for all. And now, when Pakistan have this opportunity, honor, and prestige to become a diplomat, a mediator between two warlords of this century, then you can imagine the skills and the ability or the capability of professionalism and how to master it in all fields. Just under the leadership of Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif and Field Marshal of Pakistan, Syed Asim Munir, who with strategic coordination by involving key state institutions. Pakistan initiated urgent diplomatic effort to bring both sides on the negotiating table. And these were not symbolic gestures, they were truly active, high stake mediation efforts. Pakistan facilitated communication between Washington and Tehran, relayed proposals, and worked alongside regional and global partners to de escalate tensions. The situation was critical: military strikes, retaliations, and threat of escalation. The loss of precious lives and thousands of casualties, and disrupted global markets, especially oil supplies through the vital Strait of Hormuz. The world needed a pause. The world needed a dialogue, and Pakistan delivered that hope. In a breakthrough moment, a ceasefire agreement between the United States and Iran was reached, a temporary but crucial step towards the peace. In my opinion, 2 weeks are not enough. There will be huge discussions of technicalities and the mechanism of it. Therefore, it can take longer time to settle the end goal. What makes Pakistan's role truly remarkable is its balanced diplomacy. Pakistan maintained constructive relations with both sides in a world often divided by alliances and interests. Pakistan chose the path of neutrality, dialogue, and peace building. And this effort did not go unnoticed. Countries like China and Kuwait openly supported Pakistan's diplomatic initiative, recognizing its growing role as a stabilizing force in global politics. With this powerful reminder, nations are not only defined by their military strength, but by their ability to prevent wars, save lives, and building bridges where others see walls. Pakistan in this moment has shown exactly that. As the world watches closely, the road ahead remains uncertain. The ceasefire is temporary and the challenges still exist. But one thing is clear: Pakistan has emerged as net security facilitator and provider, as a voice of reason, a force of balance, and a champion of peace in one of the most volatile conflicts of our time. And perhaps this is just the beginning of a new chapter where Pakistan plays an even greater role on the global stage with its new image. Well, lot of negativity, propaganda, and manipulation driven by India has finally fallen apart today. Well, it took all those 6 years when propaganda against Pakistan in the European Union is known according to the Indian Chronicles. A massive 15 years disinformation campaign unveiled by the EU Disinfo Lab in December 2020. The investigation revealed that an Indian network, primarily linked to the New Delhi-based Srivastava Group, amplified by Asian News International, also known as ANI. Together, they created over 750 fake media outlets and more than 10 fabricated NGOs to discredit Pakistan on international platforms, particularly within the EU Parliament and UN Human Rights Council, UNHRC. And today, Pakistan stands recognized not for conflicts, but for peace, balance, and leadership on the global stage. And global stage leaders are turning their attention to one country, and that is Pakistan. From Washington to Beijing and across the Middle East, Pakistan's role as a mediator is being recognized as both timely and decisive. Across every continent, a wide range of global leaders are praising and appreciating Pakistan and expressing their deep gratitude for its impactful and decisive role. And hereby, I would like to thank you for watching this program. And if you believe in diplomacy over destruction and dialogue over division, then share this message. Pakistan Zindabad.